if you haven't noticed already, Christmas is coming up. We certainly get plenty of notice of that from the commercial world, where all they want us to do is spend money and buy presents. But we do start to think of presents and of giving and of helping people. This is Mission Alive, coming from the MSC Mission Office, and I'm Roger. Yeah, giving at Christmas, it's a very important thing. And we are really asking many people, and all yourselves, to donate to our many projects, because there are many people who will not have anywhere near what we have for Christmas. And I want to have a look at a couple more of our projects to emphasize this. But the other thing I want to emphasize is in our recent newsletter I wrote about not only the cheerful giver, but the cheerful receiver. A cheerful giver needs a cheerful receiver. And our recipients of the funds that you provide us are not only cheerful, they are extremely happy and grateful. However, a couple of our projects, I've put up recently a couple of videos of Father Alan Neville, MSc, who's in South Sudan, trying to breathe life back into what is known as a community university. So he's got a lot of projects, a lot of things on his hand there. That is a very worthy thing to do in a country like Sudan, where education levels are very low, attendance is very low, and to give people an education is a big thing, especially the young women. As he mentioned, a lot of those young women are put into a forced marriage, arranged marriage, at an early age. So by the time they're in their mid or late teens, they already have a couple of kids. And they bring them with them to the university. So that's one that is very worthy. I spoke the other day about Sister Letizia Andawa in Namibia, and she's helped another congregation of sisters with a project which we funded in Angola. Just to read out a little bit of their gratitude for that. Sister Letizia writes, "I would like to extend a heartfelt gratitude for the donations received from for the missionary sisters of the Holy Spirit in Angola. Your generosity is greatly appreciated because it made the life of the sisters very much easier. I appreciated your big contribution towards this important project and the life of the sisters on Onjiva, as well as a society in the surrounding, meaning the community around where the sisters are. Because many of these, not only the sisters themselves that receive the water, but that's also shared with the community around. I am thankful that you continued supporting the mission activities of the sisters there." And also then Sister Agatha from those sisters writes, "I greet you with great joy, taking the opportunity to thank you with all my heart on behalf of the missionary sisters of the Divine Holy Spirit for your support with regard to drinking water. This has made us reach the value that allowed us to hire the company that drilled the hole, unfortunately already pours water into our house. Water has solved many difficulties and softened the lives not only of our community but also the people who live around. Thanks to your help, many of us used to have many of us who used to have allergies in the community, by using the water from well, now have better health." And that's a common theme too, that because getting cleaner water alleviates a lot of ailments. So that's just expressions of gratitude. Another one I want to mention is that we have an institution in Melbourne called the Heart of Life, which trains priests and religious to be to help people, guide people in their spiritual life and in counselling. And we have funded a number of our men from overseas for that. So currently there's one there from Indonesia who will go back and take part in the formation of their students in the novitiate, post-novitiate and whatnot, be able to counsel people, guide them into the spiritual life. and this is a very important aspect. So Indonesia, Philippines, I think Fiji will benefit from that funding which we have provided. So there's many other projects which I might talk about as we go along, but this is where the mission is, out there where people really need something. So when you set about spending big money on Christmas, have a second thought and say, do I need all this stuff? Do I need to do all this? Or can I be generous and give some to people who will have nothing more than normal for Christmas? So this is our mission. Thank you for being with us.